Welcome to Sustained Ability. Today is Tuesday, and we are streaming live via the World of Ability Network and the Spirit of the Game Foundation. And today I am talking about tech. So I want to talk about five specific things, and I wanted to share something with you guys today in a comprehensive fashion that you can leverage throughout your life. Today is a learned skill that you can only do in the 21st century, but we're using the logic of the past. So, communicating, you got to talk to people, got to listen to people. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is active listening. When you're in, you got to be quiet. I struggle with it. If you know me personally, I got to bite my tongue so I can hear every word. And it is really important to be able to hear every word and have full comprehension on the literacy behind what's being said to you and being done around you. So active listening is more than just hearing what somebody's saying, it's understanding it fully so you can meet the same mission or align with that goal. So active listening allows you to receive and to build and use that tool and absorb that so you can make something fresh from what you've learned and add to the conversation. So the patience behind that, sometimes you're going to want to journal. So this is in regards to a collaborative project or your own personal project, or you know you may go out and you may hear from people in the community they're impacting. They may have some connection is real where I am. So hopefully it runs smooth. So excuse me, we are live. So we're talking about the importance of active listening. You got to chime in, you got to pay attention, and we're going to talk about journaling. So, journaling is also a part of active listening. We've gotten away from it. We have notes for every appointment now. We go back and read it. We go back. Maybe we'll make a podcast out of the notes. There's all kinds of things you can do to get comprehension on what was just told to you. But the best way, scientifically proven, to retain information is to write it while it's said to you. Students do it. Doctors do it every day. When you see your doctor writing in that pad, they just wrote down your heartbeat. They just wrote down your emotional response. They just wrote down how your knee jumped when they hit it. And if they don't do that, oftentimes it'll go missed. So this is the same approach with life. Make sure that you're carefully journaling the diagnosis. So one skill I want to share with you guys that I learned in middle school is the concept of Cornell Notes. Cornell Notes are drawn in a fashion where basically, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you my notepad because I'm an old man. Hold up, flip my camera around. So Cornell Notes, you just put a line on this side. You're gonna put the topic, and then you're gonna put the topic here. Topic, what we talking about, and then they'll be like, oh, they said this, and then you're going to keep going through that, and then you're going to go on to the next topic. So this Cornell note style is taught in education at like the Ivy League level because you're able to categorize the topic and then digest the knowledge, and then you're going to be able to catalog it. But if you just go on this page and you just write down whatever, you can often get lost in that. So that is how Cornell Notes works, and that's something I learned from when I was really young. And that helps you keep up with conversations when you're working with clients. If someone's educating you on a new product, if you're in any form of presentation, or even when you're doing, you're meeting with someone, you just really want to be able to categorize that and keep up with it in high detail. So you may ask me, why do I take notes? Why do I need to write stuff down? Why do I need to remember what's so important? The AI transcription does it for me. I don't need to write notes. I don't need to use my mind in a conversation because I'll go back and run that transcription I can do whatever I want with the data. I can even use an AI agent to just go and act on the action items. But guess what? You have a responsibility to nurture your conscience. So it's important to write. Make sure you use your hand. Don't just type. Because the more that you can write, the more you can connect with yourself, the more you can express how you truly feel. We can't vibe code our lives, guys. We can't let the AI define how we receive that meeting, how we feel, because it correct. Come from mission and make it like it. So let's really make sure we're using active listening, journaling, and we're creating structure to our notes so we know how to leverage data later. So now I'm gonna tell you how to leverage the data. If you want to build something with AI, you can use voice transcription. And I'm saying this because, oh, I type stuff into my AI all day. I talk to my AI all day. I tell it I want that or that. Are you doing the introspection? Are you doing journaling to have clear thoughts to present to the AI? Are you using your authentic intelligence first, or are you consulting with a robot to figure out what your next decision is? So it's important to journal. Once you've journaled, you could actually use the voice transcription to build whatever you may need to communicate to now, I don't go back and forth. I write and amen. So be it. It is done. So that's the thing about celebration is coding. So coding is all right now. If fine coders are in the agent, everybody's got coders, building products overnight. I got like four different emails for hosts that I use my websites, um, apps, and so forth. So vibe code is really a skill called, and basically, you can make anything, right? You have the capability, you have the tools, but have you done the introspection to be able to truly write a decent prompt? Prompt engineering is people simply write out clear instructions for AI. And AI agents are only skills that are based off of quality instruction. So if you're not using introspection to create quality instructions and quality methods, it's absolutely going to fall apart. So you might feel comfortable typing out back and forth with a robot about what you. I urge you to only let to take the thought from your heart. So today, I want to leverage your audience. I want your desire, the type of you want, the type of people you want to connect, the route you go to, the way your app works, what is on your you feel through journaling in the natural way we pre-COVID. Seriously, use your mind. Don't just use AI. That's the tech. That's the Tech Tuesday thing. All right, and so remember, um, we also are doing the Building Trust podcast. It's a trade hub. We're gonna wrap this through the connectivity issues. I think hopefully it's helpful. We really want your voice in the Building Trust podcast. So please reach out to me at 615-821-9662. That is through the Trusted Hub and trustedtradesmen.com. All right, I had to hop on the Wi-Fi, guys. It was really bad. It was really bad. But yeah, we also have another podcast called Building Trust. It's with another company. Supported 615-821-9662. This is sustained ability. We're undergoing a rebrand. So you can actually go to our sustainedability.com or sustained.studio to access our live stream and our new accountability program called the Human Readiness Model. And this is how we help you get prepared for life, business, personal. We're going to create scores for the home, for the business, for everything. So we are really growing this organization. And it started with arieljudah.com. My consulting practice is also tied to aerial staffing. But now that this show has kind of grown, we're maturing it and it's growing its own brand and identity. So we may be leaving the Ariel Judah channels here soon to move over to the Sustained Ability and Sustained Studio channel. But thanks again for your support. Remember, what's fun gets done. Big shout out to the Spirit of the Game Foundation and the World of Ability Network. We look forward to seeing you again soon. So thank you so much for your support. Have a great day. What's fun gets done. Sustainability.